If this today, if the vote and everything it's bringing, the excitement, the despondency, it is what it is. But it doesn't have to be what it is for today, for the next hour, for the afternoon. Control and influence what you can control and influence. Forget the rest. You can control and influence you. You can support and influence and support each other. Not just to get through it because we don't know what it is yet. But uncertainty can bring opportunities to be exploited in a very win-win manner.
Great morning. It's a difficult morning in the circumstances, but what was really good is about getting all of the partners and legal directors and business services directors all together, just thinking about how they can be more effective leaders in the workplace and how they can have such a massive positive impact on their teams.
The thing about emotional intelligence, self-awareness is people catch emotions from each other. They look to the leader and leaders collectively to see how he, she, they respond. Please be aware that all eyes are on you. Because people want to feel safe. People don't want to feel vulnerable. Because when we feel vulnerable, we feel scared. And the brain can start thinking, well, if this happens, that happens, then I don't pay my mortgage, then my family or my husband, wife, significant other will think I'm a failure, and these thoughts just take over. Why? Because people don't want to be scared. Perhaps the same reason sometimes your clients trust you. They don't want to lose something physical, emotional, or other. So we've got 1 hour to explore emotional intelligence, but not just explore emotional intelligence, but what you can do with it to help you, the people around you, and your organisation as an entity.
I think the most useful learning for me was about understanding that control and influence, I think. Being able just to focus on controlling and influence what you can and let other things by.
Had a good time?
It's a great time. Yeah, we had a good time.
But this is where people look to leaders to lead. Finding opportunities. Finding opportunities to speak honestly, transparently, and lead by example. Why should someone want to follow you? Because you're a partner or a director? That's obligation. That's approval seeking. But what would help them want to follow you? We don't know I don't yet know as a business what it brings. But as soon as we can tell you something, trust us, we will let you know. I appreciate you may be feeling a little bit vulnerable. I am too. But let's deal with that and keep going and see what we can bring from this. It's not about positive PR, it's about authentic dialogue from leaders to people that you paid, trusted and expected to do great things with. Easier said than done, as is anything, but it can be done. You've answered how do I help the business, but how do you perhaps hurt the business unwittingly? You don't go out to hurt people, you don't go out to lose money, thank you. But what do you do that perhaps hurts the business rather than helps it? Because if this is going to become a reality where your people give you feedback, surely it's good that you think about things in advance rather than wait for them to throw it on you. If they dare give you that feedback, of course. What do you actually do that may not be as helpful to the business as you think it is? Where do you spend your time where it's not where the business would benefit from you spending time, but you do it anyway through habit? What about how you manage people? Do you manage to get an outcome, or do you manage to help people learn so they can achieve that outcome and do it right first time within the time allocated and feel good about it? So this is the toughest question you're going to get asked from me this morning, but we can all lead when times are good and everything is just floating along calmly in the sea of business. The true test of leadership comes when there's uncertainty, when there's challenge, whether we understand the implications and consequences and drawbacks or even benefits just yet. Anyone can lead, anyone can manage when times are good. But as soon as a spanner's thrown in the works, what do? The brain is thinking self-preservation. I tell you what, I'm going to panic. I'm going to get despondent. I'm going to get excited even. But it can. It doesn't make this gentleman wrong. Okay, from the looks it does. But it doesn't make him wrong. You're all suitably qualified and brilliant. Diversity is the in thing these days. What about someone that thinks differently? It's something to be welcomed rather than clogged down.